make him an offer again.
All the gin joints and all the towns and all the world.
Handle the truth. You can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
How's everybody's Thursday, March 6th at 7:33? First of all, how are you?
I am fine. I am. It's the first day back at the place that I used to work, full length shift. So a little tired. It was a great experience to be back.
Welcome back to the T. Store in store though, right?
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about that.
I saw your email the other day. It was funny. Mark, how are you?
It was fine. It's Thursday, which means I watched a ton of TV today to, get ready for something else.
Like it. Payson, how are you?
Actually funny, I cannot go into details because of the job, but I got headbutted today. Had to go to urgent care. I'm okay. I'm not concussed. But tomorrow I have a weekend-long trip, and then after that I have a week off of work because it's spring break. So very excited about that.
That is fantastic. All right, so this is awkward. Best way I could put it. Didn't think I would be making a video like this. Coho, can you post this in the Facebook group, please?
Yeah.
So we shoot ahead. Matches happen. Things go on. And we shot a teams match, I would say, last week. And if you've ever been a part of multiplex matches, a lot of people are backstage. We all like to watch our matches as it's happening. We definitely do not like, comment, or subscribe when the match is normally aired because we're watching them backstage. I noticed something in the match, and I drew conclusion. I was pretty confident what I saw, and I brought it to my leadership's attention. They were in agreement. I've showed it with a bunch of other people. They were also in agreement. So tonight, we shot ahead. There's a title match, singles title match. Cameron Holtzman versus blank. Because that shit hasn't come out. If we're editing it, we want you to watch it. We knew that we had to set up an operation because the person in question was Cameron Holtzman. Cameron Holtzman, we felt had stuff written around the room. So we asked to see the screen. It did not go as smoothly as we thought. There was a lot of pushback and confusion. So I pulled Cameron Holtzman to a call, and we talked. And we talked and we talked and talked, and he's kind of thing. And I showed him clips and I showed him images. And at the end of the day, he admitted he had written stuff down in previous matches for difference with anxiety, title match build up, confusion, weird, just uneasiness, the pressure of being in a title match, which I will understand. I understand what happened. I get. The problem is on this side is I can't be okay with it because I run a league that I hope everybody is playing above bar. He admitted to it. He feels so bad about it. This is not a public outpouring of hate on Cam. I believe every person gets into certain situations. Maybe it's lights are too bright. It worked in one match. What's another match? And again, I'm only speaking in our league. I can't speak for other leagues or anything else because I don't have any connections over in those stuff. But my situation is he admitted to it. He felt really bad for it. I understood it. But with that being said, effective immediately, I have to suspend Cameron Holtzman, singles, trios, and teams. any person that's played Cameron Holtzman since the start, their losses getting taken off their record. Because I can't pinpoint when it happened and when it didn't. He tells me when it happened. I can only go with start from the beginning and work back. I do not believe he was cheating the entire time, but it's not fair to declare one person's loss to the other person's loss. That sucks. It feels awkward. It feels weird. I didn't want to. If it would have went one way, it would have been a totally different press conference. It would have been really awkward and weird because I would have probably came in fuming and mad and saying, well, he says he doesn't cheat. I know he cheats, blah, blah, blah. And again, I don't know the weight, but it sucks. So that is where it is. So the title will be vacant. The golden ticket winner will not have a title match right away. They will play in Act 2 to the other picture that we will have. Yeah. So, and again, I do not want anybody reaching out to Cam and showing any sort of hate or anger or you can be frustrated with him. That's fair. You can be angry with him. That's also fair. I just don't want him to receive any hate from us because he did own up to it at the end. He fell on the sword and he was honest. So, very awkward, very weird. That being said, some rules have changed in Multiplex Movie Melee starting the next match that everybody plays. Kind of like baseball, random drug testing can happen. I can ask to see your setup at a certain point in time. Do you lead to suspicion? Maybe or not. Maybe just hey,
It's routine.
let's see it. So, just to let you know, we may have to ask to see your setup. Do not be alarmed. If you have nothing to hide, shouldn't be a big problem. We may ask you to share your screen, take a picture of your share screen tab, and see what tabs you have open. Again, play above bar. You would have no issues with these. Another rule, I need everybody's eyes forward. I don't need them to the side. I don't need them to the other side. You can go when we all had to learn where our hands were, we have to learn where our eyes are now. So, me and Mark, very famous. This is fine, because I'm letting you know right now, if you take things and write them on your ceiling, I'm going to ask them to see your ceiling. But, look up. I'm okay with like this maneuver. You're right here, cool. Anywhere too far, we're going to ask to, hey, look forward. You can close your eyes. You can do whatever you want. But too far, no looking down at any point. If you look down for too many times after a warning, we're throwing the flag. You're gone. Looking too far off, really intently looking at something, hey, eyes, you don't listen, you're done for the question. Again, it's just to keep everything up everybody on the same even footing. I don't think they're too crazy, but again, we just have to extend the rules out to make sure everything's fine. And also don't go hunting, looking at all Cameron's old matches. We have seen plenty of evidence. I will say this isn't just This isn't just because that match is. Us as leadership all went back and looked at a lot of matches and found a lot of moments. So that's when we had to make the initial stab and did what we had to do. Yeah. So awkward, weird. Golden Ticket will be getting their turn, but it will be at the Act 2. New rules. Your eyes need to stay in camera. Like looking far distances for too long, we'll ask you to redirect. And we can ask to see your setup if you have stuff. If you have any questions in the chat, we will not stay live long. But we'll answer anything you have real quick. But by the time this live counter on my side says 12 minutes, I'm ending it. So, because some of us have other things to do. So,
Buddy.
don't know who that is, but
I know who that is. That is Richard Schwartz. Richard, wrong channel.
Wrong channel. buddy.
got it.
That I
Nazario is the worst kind of person.
Yeah, and like
Why
Cody,
is your logo look like you're a paper mill?
Yes.
Cody, you saying like, yeah, Cam did confess to it. He owned up. Props to him.
Yes.
I know 2 people are not going to listen to us when we say don't shame them. We can't speak for what other adults do with their
Yes.
free time. So, but
Yes.
we would know. We would.
It didn't
prefer-
come from us.
Yeah.
It will be a platinum ticket, technically. Now,
And yes, this is a
because the title is vacant. So, but yes, they'll be voided off the record. Stats wise, Coho has done all the work on that. Also, if we're doing a pick'em tournament on Sunday, the rankings that we decided before this are going to lock. We don't really care if we would have moved you up and down. We just have to. It's too much work to do different right now. Does the new rule include if you have to mute yourself for a minute during the match? I don't know.
We're not gonna be crazy, I would say. I think I'm assuming what you mean is if like something happens, and you're like, can we take a pause? Someone comes in, whatever. Case by case, just don't be sus, man.
Just don't do stuff during questions.
Yeah.
If you need to mute yourself and you need to take off, just wait till the question is done. Don't do anything weird during questions. Yeah. And again, Cam is in the chat right now. Again, feel free to reach out to him. He has taken accountability for what happened. I'm in a different spot. I just have to run the league how I run it, and it sucks. And it's I have nothing ill will. He'll still appear on Roundtable if I have him. He has a show idea if he wants to do it. I still am all for his show idea. I think it's really fun and interesting. Those are no problems. It's just the one section of the show that I do, or this channel that we run, is trivia. And I have to draw a line. Those are very hard rules, just like people that bring up Terrifier 3 on Roundtable would be. Those are my rules. You're not allowed for that shit. Same thing with that. Like, I have different rules for different things. So I have no ill will towards Cam as a person. As a competitor, I just had to take a different stance, and that feels weird. And it is 13, and I'm still going. This is bullshit. Again, what?
No, I was just saying bye to the chat. Yeah.
Yes. I hope you all have a great time. We have great matches coming out. We had a match, I think, this morning.
Yeah, trio debut. Bulletproof Monks versus 3 Words Max.
Yes, Bulletproof Monks, 2 of the most insufferable human beings on one team, Michael Campbell and Brittany Tapley.
All I will say, incredible moment during round 1 of that match. Just
incredible.
One of the greatest hubris I have ever witnessed in my life.
There may be a moment that happens in that match that we may get a setup for Mayhem at the Multiplex match. So who knows? But I appreciate you all. If you have any questions, my DMs are open. Shoot me a message. Have a great night. See ya. Never.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.